Okay, so welcome back, and today we're going to start talking about adding whole numbers. Okay, so adding numbers is extremely important. What's more important is some math facts that you should know. So we probably have already memorized a bunch of math facts from when we were little. So a lot of math facts have come to just the sheer fact of seeing them, working with them, and it's very important to have a lot of these basic facts memorized, but with one digits. And I'm referring to, hey, adding one-digit numbers. So if you say, hey, what's 9 plus 3, you should be able to say 12. Okay, so we should have a lot of these math facts already memorized. If not, then practice those. Practice those. And in the textbook, or you can go online and get worksheets, or you can get examples of where you have, let's say, a group of, let's say, 50 one-digit numbers, and see if you can add them up within 80 seconds or a minute and a half. And that'll tell you, hey, what you have to beef up on. But that's the key to a lot of the calculations, even on a calculator, of adding those one-digit numbers. Okay, but you also have to know how to add multiple digit numbers, 2, 3, or more digit numbers when it comes to whole numbers, okay? Or when it comes to adding anything in real life. When you go to the grocery store and you're adding up prices, or if you're going to, you have a bunch of things that you're picking up at the store and you have a number of items that you're trying to calculate. You maybe want to know the total number of items you have. So you're going to have to add those up, okay? And so being able to handle adding whole numbers is very important and very efficient and makes things easier for us in our everyday life, okay? Even if you have your phone and you have your calculator in your phone, it's a lot faster if you just know how to do it up here instead of taking out the phone and adding it up, okay? So, for example, if I give an example like this, how do we add these two numbers? Okay, well, the key to this is understanding place value. That's really the key. So if you understand place value, then you can do a lot of the mathematics in your head because it really just comes down to understanding place value. And addition, subtraction, and all that comes down to understanding place value. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, we look at this number and we say, okay, 31 to 48. Okay, well, the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to estimate what the answer should be close to. Well, if I estimate this, well, this is close to 30. If I round these to the nearest tens, right, this is going to round to 30, this is going to round to 50, so my answer should be close to 80, right? So I have an idea of what I should be close to. That is a very important step because, again, if you get an answer and you're like, well, wait a minute. Let's say you add and you get 123. Well, right away in your mind you're thinking, well, wait a minute, something's not right because it should be close to 80, right? So it's a good gut check, okay, to have in your mind, okay, so my answer should be close to this, whatever this is, okay? So, now, if I add this, then what do? Well, let's set it up for place value. Okay, and then once you see the place value, once we have this lined up by place value, then it becomes very easy. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write this. Oops. I'm going to write this as 31 over 48, like this. Now, why am I doing that? Because to show you place value. So when you're adding numbers, whether they're 2-digit numbers, 3-digit numbers, a mixture of the two, or 4-digit numbers, you want to line up the place values because you have to add the right group. So you have to write the tens groups together, the ones groups together, the hundreds together, the thousands together. So you do it by place value, okay? So, if I have this, so I want to line up the ones, right? So I have the ones column, and I have the tens column. And so I want to line up the digits in the right column. And so this also makes sure that you don't misalign the numbers, right? So if the 8 and the 1 are lined up, then all of the rest of the digits to the left will automatically line up where they're supposed to be. Okay? So the 10s line up, the 30 and the 40, the 3 and the 4, right? So now we add 10s with 10s, 1s with 1s. And so what do we get? Well, we get 78, or excuse me, 79, which is definitely very close to 80. So that makes sense. Okay? So the answer is 79. Okay? And so that's the steps that you want to take. Okay? So, and then check your answer. Okay? Check your answer against the estimate. So those are your 3 steps. You want to estimate, then work out the problem carefully, and then check your answer against what you estimated it to be. If they disagree, then you got to repeat both steps 1 and 2. You got to repeat the estimate. Go back to your estimate. Did I do my estimate wrong? If I did my estimate correctly, then go back to your work because you made a mistake here. Okay? So that's the thing. That's the key. Okay. Have a great day, and we'll do some more examples next time.